fans, Larry Vela here, and this week we have something very, very special for you. Over 10 years in the making, everyone's been waiting for it for so long. We have the semi-legendary and now actually here, Codex Traitor Legions. All right, I'm back with AdamHarry.
Hey folks.
All right, here it is. We've been waiting for it.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
God, my gosh, since what? People have been waiting for this since the 3.5 edition
Pretty
Codex.
much.
That's from...
Just to clarify a couple things real quick too.
That's almost 20 years ago.
You have a ginormous Death Guard army. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
I have a pretty good sized World Eaters army.
Yes.
Most folks know that.
Yes.
So it's not like we don't want, Chaos to be awesome again. Is what I'm getting at.
This is true. It should be terrible. It should be like orc boys should be able to totally kick their butt.
No, absolutely not.
No.
We want. I have been waiting for this.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. As everybody knows, chaos is the entire concept of chaos. Counting demons and chaos space marines. Chaos is that actually is the main antagonist.
Yeah, it's
in
the
the
big
40K. They're the big villains because you can get orcs.
Sure.
Anywhere else in the universe, and you can get space elves, and there's lots of people, there's lots of games.
Tyranids are this way far beyond thing, and chaos
is Games Workshop's thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are the villains that you bought your ticket to the Grimdark Theater because these are the guys you came to see.
There's I don't know how many chaos players out there that have been just wanting this. Let's look at the back of the book real quick.
Yeah.
So what's in this book?
Let the galaxy burn.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's an auspicious start.
So, just to put it in perspective here, we're gonna have a guide to the Traitor Legions. So, I'm guessing all of them.
Yes.
Legions of the Dark Gods.
All 9.
It's gonna have tons of art in here, obviously. We're gonna get new datasheets, formations. I can't wait. Detachments, artifacts, warlord traits. The list goes on here.
Sorcerers of Chaos, the rules for the 4 new psychic disciplines, which we have seen before.
We have seen those.
So these are listed. It's the same thing: Ectomancy, Geomortis, Sinistrum, and Heretic. So so this is a big update to it. So we first saw those in Traitor's Hate.
Right. This book.
And now we're seeing them in here.
From what I've seen so far, I believe this basically just slots on top of the Chaos Codex.
Correct.
Which at this point, if you count all the other supplements, that's like a 400-page codex.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So some obvious things. This is a soft cover codex.
Yes.
So just like Angels of Death.
Yeah.
So, and just as Angels of Death covered several of the first founding chapters who didn't have their own codex, and is basically an add-on to the Space Marine Codex, it looks like this is pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much.
So this is effectively part 2 of one giant unified 300-page Codex Chaos Space Marines.
Khorne Daemonkin and Black Legion and Traitor's Hate and
I think we're going to see a lot of those.
Thousand Suns book.
We'll see whether it's all new, but I believe that a lot of those things are going to end up in this book.
You go do the honors. This one's all you.
All right, here we go. I feel weird because it's a soft cover, and you know how it's like.
Yeah,
you guys feel weird about opening the covers and soft covers because you don't want to
bend it.
All right, there we go. Bang. Veterans of the Long War. We have everyone's favorite logos. Big Chaos Star.
Very cool artwork.
Marine. Lots of skulls. Should we count
skulls
them?
and spikes? No.
I'm gonna go with
there's a lot.
Like 40. Maybe that's like a parlor trick. Is you show it to your friends for like 2 seconds, count the skulls, and then whoever comes the closest gets them.
97. That's my guess.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
here we go.
Here is. We have Magnus, obviously.
We do have Magnus. We've seen him before.
I don't want to bend this.
You're gonna have to hold it.
I'm gonna hold it. All right.
I'm sorry.
Hold this one.
So, this is what you came here to see. So, we're not gonna crease it. We're just gonna press play.
Yeah.
Table of contents. So first of all, 100.
Really zoom in a little bit on this one because I feel like it's gonna be hard to even make out here. So we'll start with this. I'll just move it up.
Okay. So we have 134 pages.
Yep.
So it's a good sized book, and we have about a 15-page section on the start called the Long War. That looks like we have 1 page or 2 pages each. So that's the background section on the Legions.
Kind of like we saw in the...
And based on that, they're all here. So looking at that, Black Legion, Alpha Legion, Iron Warriors, Night Lords, Word Bearers, World Eaters, Thousand Sons,
Death Guard,
Emperor's Children. That's 9.
That's
So-
everybody.
so-
That's again much like Angel's Death.
Right.
Or sorry, Angels of Death.
Yes.
Yeah. So
they're all in here.
we've got Forces of the Chaos Space Marines.
That starts at page 36 and
These
ends
are
on
all
page 71. So that's
data sheets.
about
I
a
guess?
35-page section. Yes, those look like those are individual data sheets. So all the major characters are in there. Karn's in there. Armin's in there.
I don't see Abaddon, so maybe it's not all the characters.
Well, I think all the characters who are new.
Oh yeah, because again, you're gonna
Abaddon
use
is-
the Chaos Codex
exactly.
with this, so
Exactly.
It's not a
Abaddon
replacement.
isn't in there because he's in the main codex, but Armin is because his rules are different now.
Yeah, and
He got
Karn.
updated.
Oh, plus we have the new Zangor War Herd, excuse me, and some of the new Wrath of Magnus formations in there too.
Also note we are seeing other formations in here. So they've definitely put all of the Thousand Sons formations that are from Wrath of Magnus are in here. So that's great. So if you don't have Wrath of Magnus, you can get this, and all of your Thousand Sun rules are in here. But you're also getting formations for the other ones too. So we're seeing things like
there's Hounds of Abaddon, which we've seen before, I believe.
There's the Cyclopia Cabal. That's the
Yep.
cabal of all the sorcerers.
Yep.
Bringers of Despair, Trinity of Blood. I mean, there's just a bunch of different stuff in here.
Yeah. Well, we'll flip through a couple of these for sure, but real quick too, I want to point
Also,
out the
there's-
rest of the
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
rest of the other ones. We got the Forces of Black Legion, Alpha Legion, Iron Warriors, Night Lords, Ward Bearers. Like I said, all 9 of them. So,
And
I had to sneeze.
World Eaters, Thousand Sons, Death Guard, Emperor's Children. So note also, this book, so we have approximately 134, I'm sure it goes to like 138. So it's a pretty good length book. This book is all rules.
Yeah. There's a couple of pages like we saw up here.
So yeah, we have there's background and introduction from page 4 to page 22, and then these are all data sheets, and then these are all artifacts, special rules, their detachment, and special objectives. So this is, I mean, there's, and then at the very, very end of the book, you get a little 4-page section on the new psychic disciplines. So this is the exact opposite of what we've seen in some of the campaign books. This is just
Concentrate rules.
This is rules.
Concentrate rules.
Yeah, this is
So-
for people who play the game.
So which one are we going to show off first, man?
That is a good. Well, first of all, I want to take a look at this Long War section, and we'll look at a couple pages there. Same thing as we've always done. Just so you guys know, general introduction. The goal of this is we're not going to go through and show you. And now page 4.
No,
and
we're
now
not going to
page
flip through
5.
everyone. We'll show off a couple examples.
We want to show you guys. We want to give you a little taste of it, give you an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to go over probably 2 different chapters.
2 different legions,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we might check on a third one that we've seen before just to see like
Like,
you know,
this
have-
is what we think it is.
yeah. So
is
is it new stuff or is it basically the old stuff that's been consolidated into one book?
So we're in the Long War section here. This is
Yeah.
the introduction section on all of the legions. We get a general. We have art. We've seen this art before. This is actually art that was used in the Black Legion book.
Yeah.
And we get a general background here on what is the Long War, what are the Traitor Legions.
Yeah.
And here we go. So here's one. Okay, I get it. So we saw that there was 2 pages per. We didn't know what that was. So you're going to get a big full piece of art, and then you're going to get a 1-page summary of that legion.
Let's
So there's
double check.
Black Legion.
There's Black Legion. There's Alpha. Same kind of thing.
There's Alpha Legion, and then let's skip a couple ahead and see who do we get here. And there's
Night Lord.
so there's some new art in here too.
There is some new art. That's pretty sweet.
That's going to be a lot of people's desktop.
We need a wallpaper. GW, if you're watching, we want a wallpaper.
We want a wallpaper.
Make
Look
it
at-
happen.
That sword has a. I bet
He
killed
stole
a
it from
Blood
Blood
Angel.
Angel.
And, yeah,
I would have.
He took that sword.
Yeah.
He didn't make that. I like it.
All right. So
So we're done with that.
let's cut real quick and go take a look at one of those legions.
Sure. Okay, so first of all, this book is full of, as you'd expect from Games Workshop, large amounts of just huge 2-page, lavish.
Oh yeah, there's tons of artwork in here. There's a whole artwork section which we'll backtrack to that we skipped over.
Yeah.
There's also obviously all the data sheets too, which we skipped over.
We'll go back and show you a couple
We'll show,
of those.
yeah, but we wanted to get. I really wanted to get to one of the legions.
We want to show you a legion. Hey, who's on this page?
That's Black Legion.
Sure.
I think so.
It's not Red Legion.
No, that's
But-
no.
I wonder if there's a Purple Legion.
Yeah.
It's the Black Legion.
There it is.
All right, here we go. So, all of the legions that are in this book are going to follow the same model.
Yep.
So, as we've seen, you're going to get your legion, you're going to get
Special rules
your
for
special rules
Yeah.
For the Legion. You want to go over those, Adam? Just so
Yeah,
we can kind of
basically
go over
each Legion is going to get their own section here of special rules, all the requirements that you have to meet. If you meet all those requirements, all units in the Black Legion detachment or formation gain the following special rules. They have Endless Hatred. So units that have Veterans of the Long War special rule have the Hatred special rule and can reroll fail to hit rolls in every round of combat when attacking units that contain any models from the armies of the Imperium. So pretty good.
handy.
First amongst traitors, units of the Chaos Terminators and Chosen are troop choices instead of elite choices. It's pretty good if you want to run a lot of Terminators and Chosen. So very cool for the Black Legion. Chaos Artifacts, you can use your own Chaos Artifacts here, obviously. Warlord traits, you generate traits from the Warlord traits for Black Legion. There's some designer notes here too. So
You get a Warlord
trait table. Yeah,
Right.
we've seen most of these before.
Yeah, we'll deal with those in a second.
Yeah.
And then you get a big table of artifacts. You got, you can see them here, so we'll show them to you. It looks like these are the one of the first things that you're going to notice is this looks like this is all taken from the previous Black Legion campaign book.
And that's one of the things that I wanted to check personally was like,
Is it all new?
is it all new, or do these rules overwrite those rules? No, they're the same rules, but now they're consolidated into one book.
Right.
So you don't have to have.
So we've seen some of these before. We just saw Wrath of Magnus, so the Thousand Sons
Right.
are in there. And we've had the Black Legion book, they're in there.
Yeah.
Now, Khorne Demonkin, really quick, a quick aside, they're not in this book. Khorne Demonkin is its own thing. They are different than World Eaters. So Khorne Demonkin is still its own thing. Them and everything to do with them isn't in here.
You're right. The Crimson Slaughter stuff.
Exactly. It's
No.
totally different.
Yeah. If you want World Eaters, they're in here though. So,
Correct. Exactly.
yeah,
So,
it's again, if you want to play one of the original 9 Traitor Legions.
so they're in here. So
They're in here.
So in the very limited cases, which I think is only Black Legion and Thousand Sons,
at this
where
point,
there's
yeah.
where they already existed, they've pulled them in here for completeness. But all the other 7 that we've never seen before, they're in here.
Yeah. So this is what you get, again, special rules, Warlord table, Chaos Artifacts. Each one of the 9 Legions is getting that. And then the next page,
Is
you're also getting
your detachment.
your detachments. So you're getting all of your restrictions, command benefits for those specific detachments. Each one's getting their own Decurion style
Yes.
mega formation.
Yep.
So
Black Legion Spear Tip. That's
Yep.
the Black Legion one.
very cool. We won't go over all that because we've seen it before, but
Yes.
just to show you again, each one of the legions has that, so it's very cool, very flavorful if you want to run a specific legion.
Yeah, we're going over this, relatively quickly. Also, all of these, you're going to be seeing these detachments have, the core detachments and all the
Sure.
special things, and all of these. Almost all of these are in the book. So
Yes.
so most of these things are. So what you're not seeing over here, as an example, are individual units. You are, it's all formations. As we
For the most part,
as
yeah.
we come to expect.
Now you
from
again, you
detachments.
will want the Chaos Space Marine core rule book. You're gonna need that Codex.
Yeah,
Because it does reference different units. Like if you run Abaddon, for instance, he's not in this book, so you would need that book. That's where you're gonna get his rules. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is absolutely cannot be used if you don't have the Chaos Space Marine Codex.
Right.
So,
Now, Big Red, the big question I have now is: Are we gonna skip to the Death Guard for you, so we can take a look at the Death Guard?
well, I think we're going to skip just to this page because we also forgot that everybody
tactical objectives.
gets tactical
that's
objectives.
Right.
I know. I almost forgot.
I did.
You almost
forget.
forgot.
I totally forgot.
Most players, actually, to be honest, totally forget.
Did you
But
have your own tactical
You
objectives?
do have them. If you're really into that, you love those cards, you like rolling, you have those little deck submissions.
Absolutely.
Here you go. Everyone's going to get their own special set. Hey, more art.
More art.
So we're going to take a quick break and come back and show you.
World Leader, Death Guard,
It's
Alpha Legion. I don't know.
I'm off Arius.
All right, maybe I am. Here we go.
Okay, just kidding. Okay, actually, what we did is we're not showing you 1 new Legion, we're showing you 4. We're showing you pictures of the 4.
We will
So,
show more stuff.
We will show another Legion. So really, really quick, we wanted to show you guys this. There is a pretty large photography section
Oh yeah.
in the center, and it is nice in that you are seeing all of the Legions get a little bit of love. So
Yep.
for all you guys who are out there and you love,
Your Iron Warriors and your Alpha
Iron-
Legion.
right, or you're a Night Lords fan and you're like, go
World
batter your
Warriors.
helmets.
Yeah.
You get your picture.
Yeah.
Cultists,
There's a whole
whatever you want.
section there.
There's a whole section.
Really cool.
We just wanted to show you one page, give you a taste of it. Okay, moving on. So now we're into the
data sheets.
The data sheet section. This section is over 30 pages long, so there's a lot of data sheets in here. A good amount of these are data sheets that we've seen in other publications.
Correct.
These are all at the same time things that are new and updated from the Chaos Space Marine Codex.
Correct.
So,
And there's some new units if you don't have the Chaos Space Marine Codex. This does have a lot of the units from Wrath of Magnus, which is nice.
yes.
So, again,
for completeness.
For completeness sake, it's in here.
So you get things like you get new Karn and you get new Armin with showing off their new models and their new rules and their own nice. So you get them, and there's going to be stuff like that. But as an example, Abaddon is not in here because he has not been updated.
Nope.
That we know of.
Yet. I was hoping. I really had my fingers crossed we'd see a new Abaddon model. Unfortunately, he is not in this book.
So of course you'll still use his rules, and you would use Fabius Bile and people like that from the original.
Lucius the Eternal. Titus,
Exactly.
All the classic heroes.
Lucius. He needs
They all need miniatures.
Fabius Bile. I think Fabius Bile the most.
We're not going to get into it here. I've made my feelings known on the subject.
He's like evil Jean-Luc Picard.
He's the tall man from the Phantasm.
The ball is back. You're right.
Yeah.
He totally is. Yeah,
Just saying. Anyway,
he's the tall man.
The next thing we want to show
Moving on
off.
really quick. So there's over 30 of these.
Yep.
So you get individual characters. You do get units. And some of the units, as an example, all of the Thousand Sun units from Wrath of Magnus that are brand new, they're also repeating in this
Zangors,
book.
Marines,
They're in here. And then there's formations, some of which are old, some of which are new, and we're just going to show you one page of them. Like I said, there are over 30 formations in this book. So here's two. We have a Plague Colony, which is obviously for Nurgle, for the Death Guard, and then we have the Cacophony. This is obviously for Thousand Suns.
So real quick too, we're just going to read off what they do.
Yeah,
so
just going to show you these two.
The Plague Colony here, 1 Chaos Lord or Typhus, 3 to 7 units of Plague Marines, which makes sense.
They cause fear.
And then they have, Intervening Pestilent Aura. So enemy models within 7 inches of any Plague Colony units, again, all of those guys, at the start of the fight subphase must reduce their initiative and weapon skill by 1 for the duration of the phase.
Nice.
If this formation includes a maximum number of units at the start of the battle, then enemy models within 7 inches of any Plague Colony unit at the start of the fight subphase must also reduce their toughness by 1 for the duration of the phase.
So let's think about that. There's some interesting caveats in here. First thing, we've seen things like this from Wrath of Magnus. Games Workshop is definitely moving towards a model where they want you, let's be honest. What does Games Workshop most want in the world?
They want you to buy their models?
They want you to buy them, yes.
Yeah,
they want you to buy, yes. And to celebrate.
Yeah, and to celebrate your favorite hobby.
And the holidays.
Yeah.
Really, they want you to buy them. So, we're seeing...
They want you to enjoy their hobby. Yeah.
Sure. So we are seeing formations that are rewarding you if you're purchasing the formation at max size. We saw that with several Thousand Suns for formations. We're seeing it here too. At the same time, though, you do know it's only you get the benefit if it's max size units at the start of the battle. So if you lose guys, it's okay. You keep the benefit.
Yeah,
so,
real quick too. What's
which is cool.
What's Nurgle's favorite number?
17.
I think it's just 7.
7. Okay. 7.
Of course, it's 7 because it's. That's the other thing too about these formations they've been doing is they're super fluffy.
Yes.
As far as according to the lore, it's 7 inches. It's 7 units of Plague Marines. It's Nurgle. It doesn't get much more Nurgle
so
than that.
So if you get the 7 units of them, and Typhus, everyone with all enemy units for the whole game within 7 inches of any of those 7 units, which is going to be a giant, which is probably going to be most enemy units.
Yeah.
They're all going to be -1 initiative, -1 weapon skill, and -1 toughness. The -1 toughness really hurts.
Yeah, that's going to sting.
Yeah,
that's going to make, again, that's just at the start of the fight. So
when you're fighting Marines and their toughness 4 and your toughness 5 as Plague Marines, you're like, okay, I'm better than you. But when they're toughness 3 and your toughness 5...
You're wounding them on 2s, 3s?
Well, they're wounded, yeah. That's going to really hurt. Oh, or if you're fighting...
You're strength 4, you're wounding them on 3s, and they're wounding you on...
But then think of all the toughness 3 races out there.
Yeah. Ooh.
So you're fighting you're fighting really expensive aspect warriors and things that are like Dark Eldar, they're toughness 2.
Yeah, you're instant gacking them with your regular attacks.
Everything in your army is wounding them on 2s.
Do you have Feel No Pain? That's cute. You're double tough. You're dead.
And you're causing instant death with everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. The potential here is nuts. Plus, again, against regular Marines, they're now striking after you. Their weapon skills drop to 3. So they're hitting you on 4s, you're hitting them on 3s, you're wounding them on 3s,
Yeah.
they're wounding
It's going to
you
be really
on
awesome.
5s and 6s.
Also note that because they're using the fluff to generate a lot of these rules, so you're seeing things that are in the magic number of the ruinous power in question, while things with Tzeentch were a real pain in the butt because your magic your sacred number is 9. As you start to move towards Nurgle 7 or Slaanesh 6, these formations do start to become not incredibly large.
Now, speaking of that, what does the Cacophony do here?
Well, first of all, we have a Chaos Lord or Lucius, and anytime we have a formation that gets Lucius on the board or gives you a reason to, that's a good thing in my book because he's great. He's great.
3 to 6 units.
3 to 6 units of Noise Marines. It's the same minimum, but obviously the max number is 6. And with 6, that's not bad. That's not I need to make it. That's not the Sekhmet Conclave from Wrath of Magnus where you need 9 units of Terminators.
Right.
6 units of Noise Marines is a much more possible.
And
thing.
look at what they get for it, though.
So first of all, they can split fire.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all those units are being able to split fire. These great. They're going to have great target priority. All sonic weapons used by units from a Cacophony have the Shred special rule.
Nice.
So they're re-rolling their weapons.
Yes.
Which is very good. If the formation includes the maximum number at the start of the battle, all attacks made from sonic weapons from the Cacophony are also at +1 strength. So +1 strength and Shred.
That is pretty solid.
And they can split fire.
Yeah.
This is a great, that is some solid stuff right
Who's
there.
bringing the noise? Cacophony's bringing the noise. So,
The Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children. Are we going to go...
Okay,
out
you
some more
have all taken your medicine.
All right.
We've gone through all the things that maybe you didn't want to go through. So now we're going to show you a new Chaos Legion. Just one.
All right, here we go.
We're back. It's dark and I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid.
We're showing off the Night Lords.
We're showing off the Night Lords.
Yes.
Terror tactics.
Surprise.
Masters of terror tactics.
The Batmans of the 40k
It's
universe.
what-
But
yes.
the bad, I don't know.
Yeah.
Evil Batman?
Evil bit, yes.
Let's go with that. So Night Lord special rules. Again, you see here they have their restrictions. A couple of things. They can't include any unique units. Units that have a mark of chaos cannot be taken. So no specific marks or whatever. Units cannot be upgraded to take any marks of chaos. All units that can do so must be upgraded to Veterans of the Long War at no additional points cost.
For free.
For free. Any demon of Tzeentch, Nurgle, or Slaanesh that is a Psyker can choose to generate all their psychic powers from the discipline of Tzeentch, Nurgle, or Slaanesh, respectively.
Okay.
All units in a Night Lord's detachment or formation gain the following special rules. So if
this
you
is-
happen to meet those requirements,
This is what you came for.
in Midnight Clad, units that have Veterans of the Long War special rule have the Fear, Night Vision, and Stealth special rules.
Very nice.
And what do we see here? If you can take it, you have to take it, but
and
it's
you get
free.
and you get it for free.
Very cool.
So who can take that?
Uh,
Normal guys can
Normal
take that.
Marines.
Terminators can take that. Chosen can take that. Bikers can take that.
a couple other,
Yeah, there's a bunch of Havocs.
Go
can
check
take
it out. Oh, speaking of those, units of Raptors are troops choices instead of fast attack choices.
So that is their hallmark.
and if you remember
thing.
from the 3.5 Codex,
They were.
like a lot of the legions had those special things where like you
Yep.
shuffle around your
Very cool.
your force work chart basically.
It's a special call out for any of you guys out there who maybe are still fielding some of those old Night Lords Raptors with pipe organ backpacks.
Yep, we know who you are, and keep it up.
Keeping the dream alive. We love you guys.
The last thing here, terror tactics. Enemy units that are locked in combat with any units from a Night Lord's detachment or formation must subtract 2 from their leadership when taking fear tests.
That's actually
So-
really good.
Yeah,
-2 is a big deal.
that's worth taking note of because again, you cause fear, and anybody that's not a regular Space Marine will have issues with you as you make their leadership -2. So 7s and 8s are now rolling on 5s and 6s, which is very scary. So pretty cool stuff. But that's it for the Night Lords that we're going to show off. Again, there's some other stuff over there that maybe you can make out, maybe you can't. I'll let you guys sort that out.
We'll be right back with more goodies.
Boom.
Okay, we're back.
So what's the name of their Decurion style of
Their Decurion is, sorry, it's not a Decurion. That's what the name is.
I know, but it's the style?
The detachment.
The detachment.
Their detachment is called the Night Lord's Murder Talon.
Of course it's a Murder Talon. As you can see here, you've got more restrictions here. You've got your command benefit, which we'll jump into right now, which is Talon Master. If this detachment is your primary detachment, you can re-roll the result when rolling to the Night Lord's Warlord table, which we've seen before.
Which every detachment
Everybody
in the
gets
history
that.
of detachments has.
But
Whatever.
you also
Moving
get
on.
strike fast, strike hard. You can re-roll failed charge rolls from units in this detachment.
Super handy.
Yep. Nocturnal Warfare. If the Night Lord's player wishes the night fighting special rules, wishes the night fighting rules to take effect, they are automatically successful. There is no need to roll. Whilst the night fighting rules are in effect, all non-vehicle units in this detachment add 1 to their cover saves.
So let's think about that for a second, because this is going to tell you what kind of army, if you decide to take Night Lords as a legion, like, you know, using this book as opposed to just being a generic cast, this is a really cool army. So this army, first of all,
Fear, Night Vision, Stealth.
Fear, Night Vision, and Stealth, right off the bat.
Raptors are troops.
Raptors are troops. So this is an army that it wants to get into assault with you because of fear.
Well, let's back up for a second. Fear, and again, the -2 to fear, we saw that. But fear, night vision, stealth. What does stealth do? It ups your cover save.
Ups your cover save.
What does this do here? It ups your cover save.
And when it's dark, and you can make it dark. So these guys, it's when you fight the Night Lords, which according to Fluff, it should be dark. It's going to be dark all the time. There's no reason if you're playing any mission where it can be dark. Get used to it, because the Night Lords player is going to say it's dark all the time. Can it be dark? It's dark.
I want to point this out too. If you're using Raptors, right, you have your jump pack assault rules. If you don't use the jump pack except for your charge move, you get the Hammer of Wrath attacks. And to top it off, you can re-roll charge rolls from units with this detachment. So you can re-roll that attempt to get a charge.
You're going to be you're going to be much better at successfully charging. Anyone who's making fear checks against you, they're going to be making them because you're causing fear.
At -2.
At -2, which means, sure, it's not going to be as useful for people with, and they show none of fear, but it's going to be devastating to all those like leadership 7-8 armies out there, because they're going to be dropping to, say, having leaderships of
5s and 6s.
5s and 6s, and when you're 5s and 6s, you're going to fail all the time.
It's annoying.
or also, you know, these guys have a decent chance of actually running you down and killing you.
Oh yeah, especially jump packs
when they
with
lose
the reroll. Yeah. So Night Lords, there you have it. That's their Night Lords Murder Talon, Decurion style.
Murder Talon.
I mean, and again, you can see just the start of it, where Chaos Warband, Raptor Talon, with the pieces of the detachment.
And rules for those are in other parts of this book.
Check that out. So that's pretty much it, right?
That is pretty much it. So, one last thing, really, really quick. We're going to come back and we're going to show you, just for completeness, the psychic powers.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Here we go. We've seen the psychic powers before.
We have,
but we wanted to go over them again just for completeness.
They are in here. So a big thing, that means that these psychic powers, they already were official, but now they're really official. These are, because this book is specifically described as a supplement to Codex Chaos Space Marines, and it has a new entire psychic section. So the 4 disciplines that are in here, these are the new ones that officially replace the old ones. Yep. So if you play Chaos Space Marines, you get
all of these.
You get Sinistrum, you get Heretic, you get Ectomancy, and you get Geomortis. Yep. So they're all here. You've seen them before, and there you go. So, in a nutshell, that is
Traitor Legions Supplement.
Codex Traitor Legions. Everyone has been waiting this book for so long. No matter which Traitor Legion you like, this is the book for you. If you're one of those weird people and you like rebel chapters, who like the Emperor's pansies, and they,
I don't know where you're going with that one, but
celestial unicorns.
Is that a thing? It's a thing. Anyway, the original 9 Traitor Legions are in this book. Go check it out. This has been another quick overview from BoLS. I'm AdamHarry.
And I'm Big Red.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Hey BoLS fans, it's AdamHarry. I'm actually an Alpha Legion operative. I gotta show this off real quick. Here's the many heads of the Hydra rule. I don't have time to read it. Oh, he's coming back. Gotta go.